I was going to do a video about Science Girls, or Alicia Clare's video called Diane's Channel and Alicia Clare Talk It Out. She said on that video, feel free to clip whatever you want as long as you don't mislead people about what was said about the context. And then she took the video down. So I made a few notes about it, but really it's not that video I want to talk about. The one I want to talk about is the one she did afterwards. So we're just going to kind of go through this one real quick. I didn't make that many notes anyway. Diane was upset about Alicia not having apologized to her. How nuts is that? Diane's worried about somebody who didn't apologize to her. You know, if you remember on that video that Diane did, her apology video that was no apology whatsoever, she played a clip of Science Girl apologizing on her channel. Apologized several times and was very sincere sounding about it. And I was thinking, you know, Diane should really take some notes from the way Science Girl apologized. But she was just using the clip to prove some other meaningless point. I don't even remember what the point was. But that whole thing, it just, like, the significance was lost on Diane. Totally lost. But, you know, then we go on to find out a couple weeks later on Molly Golightly's channel that Science Girl was kind of playing both sides from the middle, like some kind of sneaky double agent thing or something. So I don't know how sincere that apology was either. But then she goes on to talk about St. Jude and how she is done with them. I think that's just funny as hell too. Because if anything, they are absolutely done with her, I'm sure. I bet you they spent probably a year's worth of donations just having people answer the phone over Diane calls. And that reminds me of something else. You know, Randy from Randy's Idiotic Life channel, she always says that this didn't affect St. Jude at all because St. Jude says no child is ever turned away. Well, that's true, but that money that they use in not turning children away comes out of their research money. And so it does make a difference. And you don't know how many lives that could have saved had that money been used for research. So I can't believe just some of the stupid shit that people come up with to defend Diane. But that's probably one of the dumber. But anyway, moving on. Then something gets said about that Diane needs to make this right. And Diane says, make this right with who? She actually says that. With who? Well, you can start with the kids, Diane. You need to pay that money back. You really do. You need to pay the fucking money back. And then Diane goes into about how she's not a scammer. Okay? So I went and I clipped the definition of scanner from Webster's. And scammer from Webster, and it says a person who commits fraud or participates in a dishonest scheme. That was about the most dishonest scheme I can imagine. It certainly was not an honest scheme. Even she has admitted that she lied. So, by definition, Diane, that makes you a fucking scammer, okay? And then there's something said about Science Girl says something about friends, and then Diane says something about, I don't know what you're talking about or something. And it makes it's funny because it kind of sounds like she doesn't know what a friend is. And, you know, couldn't you see that? That would make sense. Diane wouldn't know what a friend was. So I clipped the definition of friend for her too. And then I am so upset I didn't get this part where Science Girl is saying something like, you know, there's a lot of people that still stood by you and took up for you, and she says, Robbie, and she just kind of stumbles over her words, and you can tell that she can't think of nobody else. And she does that twice, and stutters on Robbie's name because it's like she just gets hung right there. That was funny. Oh, God, that was funny. And let's see. Answers about what? What more do you want? Well, we've already covered that. And then she goes back into Teespring, how all of her Teespring money went to St. Jude. And, you know, it's quite odd that she keeps telling us that, but we ain't seen no Teespring receipts. How about showing us that? Because I don't think that all the Teespring money went there. I think if it had, we would have already seen the receipts, but we haven't. So then she starts in on YouTube, NewsTubers. That was pretty funny because, you know, NewsTubers has got some pretty hilarious shit going on over there with that Survivor thing. Apparently Diane doesn't like that. And she was threatening them with all kind of mean and nasty things. And I'm sure that they were laughing about it. So, and that's as far as I got covering that one. But this is, it was the next video that Science Girl does that I really want to talk about. Well, I don't really want to talk about it so much as I want to show you a screenshot from it. So, this is that video. The video is called Oh Lucy, Fake Insecure Bully Psychopath. And this is from last night, which by the time I get this up, it may be night before last. It was Wednesday night, I think. Yeah, it was Wednesday night. Look over in the chat. Who the fuck is in the chat? And people were in there apologizing to Diane, and it was just, the whole thing was disgusting. Just absolutely disgusting. But you see Diane and Wendy there chatting with each other like they're still besties or something. And you know, if Wendy is going to support Diane in returning, everybody that follows Wendy is going to do the same. And that's no small amount of people. So, that's a rather sad turn of events. But I just thought y'all might want to know about that if you had missed it. I was also wondering if y'all might be interested in seeing another episode of the Clusterfuck cartoon community. Diane teasing the white sharkies. Probably not a good idea. It might not go well for her. I've also got some other footage of what she's been up to while she's been gone. And a little party given in her honor. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. And I also want to say something about the glarer. And as always, when you talk about the glarer, there has to be a trigger warning. So, if you're bothered by bothersome things, step away from the speakers. Glare. You motherfucker. It is not okay for a grown man to be over there on his YouTube channel talking about a 9-year-old's vaginal discharge. I cannot believe I have to say that. What the fuck are you thinking? That is not okay. And it's none of your business. And on top of that, it's not even fucking true. So just stop it, okay? Just stop it. And to go on about it for a freaking hour, there is something wrong with you. There is something seriously wrong with you. Got no job, sleeping on a friend's couch, and over there making videos about 9-year-old little girls' private parts. That is just fucking disgusting. Why don't you come over here and be Diane's new co-host? Y'all make a good couple. Nice team.